Alright guys, so today I want to talk about whether the bull market right now has more legs to go. Okay? First and foremost, just let me do a very quick disclaimer. None of what I'm saying here are financial advice. Is basically what I observe in the market. I just want to share as openly as I can over here with you guys. Okay? So the thing is this, if you just look at the US market in the past, right, and you look at the whole chart over here, you will notice that while it seems random, there are a certain pattern to it. There are periods of what we call sideways market consolidation, where the market basically didn't go anywhere, and then the market moved up, right, quite tremendously, and then it consolidates sideways again, and move up again, and then consolidate sideways, and then move up again. Now, of course, in this chart, it may seem like a very little time frame, but just take note, each of this box here, right, is between 15 to about 20 years, okay? So why is this happening? And I would hazard a guess that this is because the stock market is very much tied in with the economy, right? So you can see over here the stock market and the economic cycle, while they are not exactly in tune, those of you who have been studying this for a long time, you will know that the stock market leads the economy, but nevertheless, it is driven by the economy. Now, the thing is this, then what drives the economy? And it is the productive power of the people, at the same time, the ability of the people to consume, right? In the whole market, there are only two types of people. Either you are a producer or you are a consumer. And most importantly, in order for you to consume, you must be able to produce something in the first place. So over here, I just want to show you in the US, right? And I think this might be very true for all parts of the world as well, which is your earning power, right, versus your age. Okay, so you can see over here, on an annual wage basis, your most productive years will be between 35 to about 64 years old, where that is the peak of your earning power. And right now, guess what? Which is the largest group that occupies this segment previously in the past? Okay, and it is the baby boomer. Okay, so for those of you who wonder what is a baby boomer, right? Okay, it is for people who are born between 1946, right after World War II, to about 1964. Okay, and this was the largest group of contributors, the largest generation, because after the World War, there were a lot of deaths and people were, reproducing again and having more and more kids. Now, if you look at the overall chart, right now, where are the baby boomers? Is that they are around, youngest will be around 55 to 56 years old, okay? And the oldest will actually be around 77 years old. So you can see that the baby boomers, their annual salary, their earning power has already reduced. In fact, as time goes by, you will expect this to continue to draw down, okay? And where do we see this? Okay, where do we see this? It's very simple, right? You look at the chart over here. This is the period where 2012 onwards, the baby boomers started to enter the lower earning power period once you pass 55. Okay, over here you can see, once you pass 55, your salary starts to drop. Okay, your salary starts to drop onwards. And when did that happen? It started from 2012 onwards. Now, where is the other part where the economy, the stock market was stagnant? It's actually when the baby boomers, it was before the baby boomers reached their adulthood, which is around 34 years old, where their productive power is not so strong. And where do we see this? If you just look at the earnings power chart once more, you can see that when you're a lot younger, right, between 18 to about 34, your earning power is not that great. So this was in the 1980s when the baby boomers were just about to get started. Okay? And of course, the brightest spark will be in between, where the baby boomers will be earning the most between their 35 years old to about 54 years old. Now, where is this period? This is actually in the 2000s. And if you look at the chart over here, amazingly, okay, where is it? It is right smack in the middle. It is just spot on, okay? Between year 2000, 1980 to about 2000, it was that golden period of the baby boomers contributing the most to the economy. And guess what? The market was also increasing during that period. Is it a coincidence? Right? Now, how about right now? We are also seeing another resurgence of bull market since the global financial crisis from about 2010 onwards. Now, which generation is responsible for this? Okay, if you are not so sure, make a pause here, make a guess, type it in the comments. So who is powering this next leg of bull run right now, given that the baby boomers already reached their twilight years where they're not earning as much? And the answer is the millennial. In fact, right now, the millennial overtook the baby boomers as the largest population in the economy right now. As you can see over here, the majority of the working population right now are the millennials. And in this period, what do we see is that we can see that for the millennials, right, if we take year 2023, the youngest millennial will be around 27 and the oldest millennial will be around 42. So this is actually the prime age for the millennials. If you take a look over here once again, right, where are the millennials right now? It's actually over here. It has rising earning power. In fact, we haven't even crossed into the peak season just yet. Okay, so this is the part of the millennial that's contributing to the economy. Now, the question is, of course, everything has to come to an end, right? So we did see that in the previous round, the baby boomer generation started to earn less and cause the stock market also start to decline from there. So the question is, if we want to take that as a barometer, right, as a marker, when will this generation start to enter year 55 of their life, right? Where they will start to have the max earning power, and from then on, it will start to decline over here. Okay, so where is this point? This point will actually come around 2035 to 2036, right? The oldest generation of millennial will reach that age around 2035, 2036. How about here? How many years will the millennial continue to support the run over here? And I would say if you take the 55 years old, like what we saw earlier on, right? If by 2035, that means we will have another maybe perhaps 12 years to go in terms of the long-term bull run. Now, having said that, everyone, the important thing is to look at the chart and remember once again, while we are talking about periods of consolidation and then bull run, followed by consolidation and then bull run, do not forget that in between, there are choppy seasons, okay? There are periods of time where the market has big drawdown. So it doesn't mean that going forward, we will not see the market draw down from here. It is just that from a longer perspective, if we look at demographics, it seems to suggest that we have a much longer period to run from here. Okay, and another thing I want to add to you guys is that if you look at in terms of the moving average, this is the monthly moving average. And you can see that each time, right, when we crawl out of the season where the price is below the moving average, such as here, we continue a very nice bull run without the chart ever breaking the 50-month moving average. Same for this period, right? We breach below the 50-month moving average, and then once we clear it, we never touch it again until the next Dow period. So where are we right now? If you look at it on a chart perspective as well, it looks pretty solid. We have not come close to the 50-month moving average yet. So this is just one indicator, right? It may not mean that it is definitely indicative, but I would say that it gives us a very good way of looking at the market. Okay, and anyway, when you're investing in the market, there's never absolute certainty. It is always about taking calculated risks. And from this perspective, I do agree that, you know, the consumption and the earning power of the millennial is likely to continue and take over the baton, so to speak, right, from the boomer generation. All right, what do you think about the thesis here? Do you think this is possible? All right, just want to throw out some ideas out there, and hope you guys like this kind of video about the stock market. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.